What is Smart Rapper? Today we're going to talk about another fan requested question, so don't forget to ask your questions below. And he asked, are explicit lyrics necessary for a good track? We're going to talk about that right after the intro. I'm Rob Level, this is smartrapper.com, and you're going to get smarter right after the intro.
It's like action, look man, you can't get past me. You might just laugh me, but you cannot last me. People talk trash me, they try and classy, nasty, they try to attack me, then they try to attach me to the...
So, is it necessary to have explicit lyrics? This is going to be a quick answer, and then again, everything I say is never quick, is it? Here's the thing, is I've been through... I remember the stage that I was in where, like my very first manager, who wasn't even really a manager, just a friend who was like, bro, I can get you shows over here. Da, da, da. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. He's like acting as manager, not really like a signed contract or anything like that. And he's like, you know what? You don't cuss enough in your songs, you know. And at the time, like, you know, when you're younger, a lot of, or like you're under the influence of people who you feel like are giving you good information, you're thinking, well, this, you know, this makes sense, I'm not cussing. And then he'd show me a song from somebody, like, yeah, he is cussing a lot, isn't he? Like, but here's the thing, is honestly, and I understand why this person asked this question, is that it feels like that may be something that's necessary to make a good song. Like, you're supposed to cuss. You don't. Cussing does not add anything to your songs. And you'll hear a lot of people talk about how people are like, oh, well, because you couldn't think of another word to say. You know what I'm saying? Or just filling it up with that word. And, you know, these things make sense. It's like, oh, they're saying this cuss word because they're not smart enough to think of another word that they wanted, that they could put there to be a lyric. Now that is a valid argument, right? When somebody says that, but really, like, that's not true. Because I used to think that you know, you cuss because it adds to it. It's like and these motherfuckers gonna say something about me. Like, it's like an anger. It's an expression. It's an outlet when you're saying it, right? So it's like there's reasons that you can, and then there's like reasons where it just like it does make you look stupid to a group of people. It's not necessary to cuss, especially when you want to look at it like this. You should try to cuss as least amount as possible, and it gives you more room to put better lyrics inside of your songs, right? So if you cuss less, you can add better lyrics, better bars. You can replace it. Those are multiple syllables that you can add a rhyme to. It gives you more options and opens you up to just be a better rapper in general. Nobody's like, yo, this dude cussed, he's dope. I've never said that. Have you ever said that? Wow, he cusses, he's great. That doesn't make any sense. That's like if that was true, every rapper would just be cussing every single sentence to seem like they're better. So you don't need explicit lyrics. But here's another thing. Here's what's great about it, is that when you're not cussing, it opens you up to have a wider audience, because people from any age range can listen to the song and they won't be offended, or their parent won't hear them listening to it and be like, I don't want you listening to that. Right? That's huge. Like, especially if you want to have a hit single where they don't have to beep out anything, and it could be easier to get on the radio, and it could be everywhere. Like, you think you're gonna get a hit song on the radio with super amount of cussing that's going to be like a pop crossover record where it's like there's a 12-year-old kid listening to it and his parents are like, yeah, sure, I'll buy this record for my kid, even though he's cussing 50 times in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how that works. Plus, think about the aspect of it where you have to change the lyric. If you decide to release it as like a single, you have to make a clean version of the song, which is another obstacle you have to come over, especially when pitching it to anybody at the radio who's like, oh yeah, I might put this on the radio. Oh, you have to cut out all those cuss words. What are you gonna change it to? Then you have to put more work in, then you have to go to the studio. It's just a whole bunch of work. Like, realistically, you don't need to be cussing in your music. And yes, I do cuss in some of my songs, but like in my new single, you won't find a single cuss word, right? It's not necessary. And that's the real answer. It's a long answer, as I usually give, right? So, you just got a little bit smarter. I'm Rob Level, this is smartrapper.com. Please hit me with a comment, please hit me with a like, and please hit that subscribe button. And when you do, hit that little bell, because it's going to notify you every time I release a new video, which is every day, so that you could become a smarter rapper. I'll see you guys tomorrow on smartrapper.com. Here's some more videos.